Hey guys, this is Gabriela and welcome to today's lesson. So we are going to learn how to use the verb ser o estar in Spanish. Alright? This can be a little bit complicated sometimes, but I'll try to make it really clear. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram for more Spanish content. Alright, so let's get started. In English, you know the verb to be. In Spanish, we actually have two verbs to express the verb to be. We have the verb ser and the verb estar. Okay? Now, let's see the difference of these two verbs. So, the first verb to be, ser, is used to describe permanent states. When you want to describe a permanent state, then you will use the verb ser. And on the other hand, the verb to be estar, you use it when you want to indicate a temporary situation. It can be something physical, mental, imaginary, or state of mind. So I'm gonna explain you this further with a couple of examples. So estar, first of all, is in the infinitive form. It's not conjugated. Now, when we want to use this verb in English, in the present tense, we say I am, which in Spanish is estoy. Now, if we want to say I am sick, this, for instance, is a situation that it's temporary. You know, you get sick for a while, but then you get better, right? So the way you say this in Spanish is estoy enfermo. Okay, now what if we use the verb traveling? How do we say traveling in Spanish? Viajando. So how do we say I am traveling? Good. Estoy viajando. Now, let's try with in the house. How do we say in the house in Spanish? En la casa. So now that we know how to say this, how would you say I am in the house? Perfect. Estoy en la casa. So it's just a temporary situation. And now let's go to the verb ser, which once again is the verb used to describe permanent states. Okay, so the infinitive form of this verb is ser, right? We know that already. And now, in the present tense, it would be yo soy. Alright? So, it's not yo estoy. In this case, we are talking about the verb soy, right? Which is for describing permanent states. Alright, so how would I say I am Gabriela? It would be soy Gabriela. Alright? And this is, of course, a permanent situation. Why? Because I'm Gabriela and I'm always gonna be Gabriela until the day I die. Now, how do we say from in Spanish? It would be de. Now, how do I say I am from Barcelona? Good. It would be soy de Barcelona. And keep in mind, if we say soy de Barcelona, we are referring to a permanent state. Soy de Barcelona means that I was born here. I am from here, right? Soy de. So this part is easy. But now, keep in mind the following thing. There are some exceptions, and also this might be a little bit confusing. When we use the verb ser, which once again, remember, is for permanent states or situations, we can also use this verb when we try to first identify people, things, or their relationships, and second, describe the characteristics of a person or a thing. Let's see a couple of examples. But first, how do you say student? Estudiante. So, now if we know this, how would you say I am a student? Alright, it would be soy estudiante. This is in the present tense, right? Now, why do we use the verb soy, which comes from the verb ser? In this case, it's not because it's a permanent situation, because you can be a student right now, and then in a couple of years, you're not going to be a student anymore when you finish your career or your studies, right? So you might say, this is a temporary situation. I should use the verb estar. I should say estoy estudiante. But no. Why? Because the verb to be ser is also used to identify people and describe characteristics. So in this sentence, soy estudiante, what we are doing is identifying a person. Soy estudiante. I am a student. Now, what if we use a quality to describe someone, right? Smart. How do we say smart in Spanish? It would be inteligente. How do we say I am smart? And remember, you're describing the characteristic of a person. Perfect. Yo soy inteligente. You are using the verb ser because you are describing the characteristic of a person. Alright? That will be it, guys. I hope this makes sense. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. Just leave a comment below and I will be happy to answer. Don't miss out and see you soon. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow for more videos. Bye!